Welcome everyone, and today's topic is drawing of the eyes. So only a few basic steps for the drawing of the eyes, like outline the shape of an eye and highlight, shade the pupil, shade the iris, draw spokes, blend the iris, add depth, shade the skin, draw eyebrows and eyelashes, touch up, and your eye will be ready. So for your eye, we required material that sheet, shading pencil, eraser. So let's start with the drawing of the eye. When we think of eye shape, we often think of football with a large circle in the middle. We know that if we were to draw these simple shapes without much detail, it would not look much like an eye at all. A simple way, take a picture of your own eye, close, and really examine it before you get started. Start with the drawing, the outline of the eye. It does not have to be a super detail, but be sure to have the shape down. You also want nice light lines so you don't have a hard outline when the drawing is complete. There should be one eye length between the two eyes and five eye lengths across the face. Keeping this in mind will help with the placement and size. The eye is asymmetrical. The upper and the lower lash lines will be different, so look back at your reference photo carefully. When placing the iris, remember that the upper eyelid will cover it slightly. In other words, the entire iris should not fit within the white of the eye. The lower part of the iris should rest on and slightly below the lower eyelid. The pupil will be dark area of the eye, but we advise against pressing really hard with your pencil as it makes it extremely difficult to erase it if you need to. Instead, fill it with layers, lightly fill in the area and then go over it with the blending stick and repeat until you are happy with it. In fact, we will not be using our pencil directly on the iris at this point. Using your blending stick, pick up some of that graphite. Use blending stick to shade the iris. To produce the line in the iris, use a mechanical pencil. If you don't have that mechanical pencil, you can go for the shading pencil also. This works wonders to achieve detail on small scale. Be sure to leave a little space between the pupil and the iris lines at this point. You also want to draw it in highlights. The next step is lightly filling in the space around the pupil. Take your blending stick and starting from the center of the pupil, but don't worry if you don't have that stick, you can go for the shading pencil only. Using your kneaded eraser, form a pointed tip and remove some areas in the iris for highlights. Don't go overboard here. Outline the iris and the outer ring of the pupil and then blend the outlines to soften the look. Go back into those highlights you created earlier and darker around them to make them really stand out. When shading the white of the eye, you will want to start with the very soft shading. We will be using the same method we used to initial shade the iris with the shading pencil. Also shade the fold that under the eyebrow and above the eyelashes. It's important when drawing the upper eyelashes to really look at their angle. They would not be perfectly straight, especially the outer lashes. You can also take a shape of the hexagon first and then draw the shape of the eye in a curve form. A small detail to keep in mind is the reflection on the eyelashes in the highlight of the iris. Lower lashes should be lighter, and remember to look at your reference photo for their placement and shape with these as well. So try to give the shading in the same way which I have already discussed. Any chance you get, even if only 5 minutes, you should be sketching away on any area you feel you could improve it. Please don't give up if you don't get it perfectly the first time. It's not supposed to be easy, but you will get better. Keep on drawing. Another method that you have to draw three circles of the same size. As I told you earlier, the gap between the two eyes is approximately one eye. This is also a simple method to give the proper placement to the eyes and nose. And again, draw the pupil, iris, and complete the eye. My motive is here only to draw the eye, not the shading part. If you want to draw the side pose of the eye, then you have to give a vertical line to give the cut, so your eye will be easily drawn in a proper shape. As I told you, different kind of the pencil you can use for shading the eye. A dark 6B, 8B, and a lighter HB eraser you have to use for it. Try to make the inner corner lower than outer corner. Draw the highlight first, then the pupil under it. Make sure the pupil is in the center of the circle. Use your dark 6B or 8B to fill in it. You want it as close to black as possible. Draw the crease of the upper eyelid and the bottom one too. Draw a few eyelashes to show where you will later draw a large clumps of lashes. And of course, eyebrow. Darken the inner circle in the eye, the outline of the eye, and draw a line in the inner corner. Start filling in some more lashes. Here, one more idea for the closed eyes. When someone close their eyes, how it looks, then start filling in some more lashes and some lines inside the inner of the eye. But the lid is, if the lid is closed, then you have to give the shading like this. Shade in the outer edge of the eye. This will add a lot of depth and roundness to the eye. Go for the eyebrow shading. Add some more lines on the lightness of the eye to make it a little darker in some areas. If you want to make the side pose eye in more simple way, then you have to draw the triangle and then give the curve. It will also look in the side pose of the eye. The method is the same. Fill in the lashes with your darker pencil. Fill shading in the circle also. Shade inside the eye. It helps to smudge it with your fingertip or a cotton. Shade the corners of the eye and the eyelids. The process is the same. Fill more lines to give the shape of the eyelashes. As I told you, the process is the same, only the direction of the eyes and eyeballs are different here. One more eye in other direction. I have already drawn here eye step by step, like circle, and then circle is covered by the curve from the upper part, then second curve from the lower part, then eyelid, eyeline, eyelashes, and then last the step, the filling of the eyeball. So there are so many easy ways to make a eye, but if you want a realistic eye, then you have to go for the magnetic pencil and so many other tools, the highlighter, to give the realistic look for the eye. But I don't think everyone has these kind of the pencil or tools. So try your eye with the simple pencil or shading pencil. Some more drawing of the eye with the different expressions. Some eyes are in angry mood, some in a staring pose. So it's all depend upon the movement of the eyebrow also, which also give some different expression on your face. The eye movement. So here are some different eyes in a different direction. Try all so you will learn how we can adjust the eyeball in different position. The movement of the eyeball, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's low, sometimes it's inside, and also the movement of the eyebrow. So here we have a last expression of the eye with the two parallel lines, a circle in between, and then go for the shape of the eye. In the end, I must say that I make drawing tutorials that are easy to understand and apply. I like to explore more effective ways of teaching. So try all these different type of the eyes. Thank you.